Hey, what's up, it's Luka and welcome to the video. Today I didn't really feel like vlogging. I don't really know why, like I really enjoy vlogging, but I feel like every day is sort of similar. So it's starting to become really repetitive in a way. So today, instead of showing you my day-to-day life, I will give you some unsolicited advice instead. Sound good? Okay, let's go. It's a very simple concept and you might have heard of it already. I think there's also an official name for this principle. I don't know it right now. Just because you work on something for longer or you put more time into a project, let's say, it doesn't mean you actually get more work done or the end result is better. If you have a set amount of time to finish a project, then usually the project tends to last exactly for that amount of time. I'm just reminded of this at the moment because I'm writing my thesis and I have about 4 months, hate this word, hate it, to complete it. So guess what? It's probably gonna take exactly that amount of time to complete it. Now, in comparison, when I write a normal paper at the end of the semester, usually I have around a month, maybe only a couple of weeks to complete it, and usually that's the time it takes. Obviously, a thesis is a little bit of a bigger project than just a normal term paper, but still, I'm taking 0 classes at the moment, so my sole focus is on that. In theory, if I only had 1 month, maybe 2, to complete my thesis, I would totally still be able to do it, I think. Basically, if you have that time pressure, you tend to focus more on the essential parts of your project. Let's stick with the thesis example. If you do research, there's like millions and millions and trillions of articles you could be reading, and you can never do enough research, like there's always more. But if you have a limited amount of time, you're only gonna focus on those articles and those books that are absolutely essential for your paper. This nicely ties in with the 80-20 principle as well. So basically 80% of your results come from 20% of your work. The most essential 20%, like the most useful for the end result. I should really be taking notes when I make these advice kind of videos, but this was a totally spontaneous idea, so just roll with it. What I'm trying to say is that when you have a big project like that, just focus on the most important parts. Maybe give yourself a deadline that's like way earlier than your actual deadline. This is good in any case because there's always things that can go wrong and cause delays. I think that's what I'm gonna do as well because I find myself procrastinating a lot these days. I'm still moving forward with my thesis, but I'm like putting like only the minimum effort, but hey, maybe that's okay as well. I mean, like 80-20 principle, right? Another thing to take away from this is that like when you have a task for the day, let's say, don't give yourself the whole day to complete the task. Instead, like give yourself 1 or 2 hours and probably you're going to achieve what you're trying to do in that amount of time. And otherwise you would have just wasted the whole day. But just think of all the beautiful things you could be doing instead when like after you finish your work. I see these people at the library all the time who are like just studying, but they're kind of just doing these mindless, unimportant tasks and they're just wasting away their study time. It's just a bit sad, I think. Okay, that's my advice for today. I hope it was understandable. I will go and keep working on my thesis now for like an hour maybe, and then chill for the rest of the day because I guess I can. Okay, great. See you tomorrow. Subscribe. Bye. Misunderstood, this firewood keeps me sane.